Hello, everyone. Welcome to... Oh, why does it say Inner Shop up there?
We started it today.
No, it's okay. Okay, so welcome to a little session we're going to do here. This is going to be part developer commentary, part gameplay, part spoiler, and part training session for Sam over here, my wonderful helper, who is going to help me by playing through this game. So this is Diver. This is a game I've been working on for a few months now, and I just released this week. It is made using PICO-8, a fantasy console, which is kind of, as you can tell, it's kind of 8-bit. You know, it's a very restricted color palette, things like that. It has a lot of limitations, but with those limitations, you can hopefully create something really cool. And that's what we have here, is a little Metroidvania style semi-adventure story. Not really. The story is pretty, hidden between. Anyway, so there's two big perks to this game that make it kind of Metroidvania. One, we have one big map, which, as you see in the bottom right corner, is kind of a grid, right? A 4x8 grid of these screens that you can go between. And it's split up kind of into 4 different levels, which rows of 2 for the most part. There's some changes to that. But there are 2 main principles. The first one is your breathing tube. So this is kind of based, kind of like, I don't know, 1800s Diver, early 1900s, I don't know, where they don't necessarily have oxygen tanks and stuff, where they're like connected to their ship up above using a breathing tube. And if that breathing tube gets snagged, boom, you're out of oxygen, or whatever the case is. So as you see, there's a meter up in the top center. That's your breathing tube meter. As you go further and further away, it will tighten up, I guess, and you eventually can run out of breathing tube, which will cause you to kind of stop moving. Well, you'll keep moving, but you'll be restricted to a degree. And as you see Sam, she's opening up the inventory. You can collect items throughout the game. The other one, which restricts your movement throughout the world, is keys, which we won't come up to yet. But I can tell she's already found the harpoons, and she's using the harpoons to kill these sea creatures. Poor little sea creatures. Oh, getting hit by a squid there. Okay, so one thing, this area right here, I can tell whenever she killed that urchin, it brought up a prompt saying, hey, looks like it's leading to somewhere. So as you can tell, the bodies of the urchins fall as they fall below, which, by the way, excuse Sam's hiccups. So as you see, there's a little hidden area. So we're going to have lots of spoilers during this little gameplay session because there's a bunch of hidden areas throughout the game that some are easier to find than others. Also throughout the game, there are different shops around. The first one being your boat, but you will find more as you keep going throughout the game world, which will give you access to spend these coins that you find to replenish your harpoons or replenish your bombs, which we haven't gotten to bombs yet, but that's the other primary weapon of this game. One thing I found while making this game, there are certain limitations posed by the PICO-8 fantasy console system. The main one being the CPU is limited, which can be a real big bottleneck when you're processing really complex tasks, like doing simulation games or something that could definitely slow you down. For this particular game, since all the collision detection, movement logic, all that is very relatively simple, that wasn't really a big bottleneck for us. What was a big bottleneck was program size. They have what's called tokens, which, because they're not using bytes necessarily, these tokens are like, if this, then that, right? Each one of that if would be a token, this would be a token, that would be a token, right? So it's pretty much the number of words that you can have in your program. And I found this to be an issue as I was going along with the way data is managed and stuff. You'd have to use all these really crazy tricks in order to work around the limitations of this console. But we finally got there, but there are some limitations because of that. Okay. So now we're going to this cavern. This is when the game gets a little more serious. Oh yeah, see, Sam knows all the hidden spots. Okay, and we have our first bigger enemy, the anglerfish, which takes 3 hits. You'll notice that the squids, which are the ones that just move up and down, take 2 hits. The fish take 1 hit, and the urchin takes 1 hit as well. Sorry, I'm losing my track from time to time. We'll fill it up with your epic gameplay. So now Sam found a key near that angler fish. We now have this locked door that we can get past.
Oh, yeah.
So to open the menu, you use the circle button if you're using a gamepad, which I highly recommend. And then you use the X button to move around that menu. On keyboard, it's a little confusing because you actually use Z and X. And in that configuration, Z is X and X is circle. Makes no sense, but...
Open it.
Okay, so what you have to do is open your inventory. So that is the tablet that you collected at the beginning of the game. That is the key. And then you use that item. There you go. One thing I did actually when creating this is whenever you opened up a door, I used to have all this logic in there that would clean up the edges of the door to make it look real nice and pretty. But even that was too much. I had to take it out because it was too much space. Okay, cool. So we taken out our first boss, which is a squid as it descends below. A lot of the bosses in this game are pretty much just the normal enemies, but enlarged. And that's part of the limitation and everything, but it works. And in that case, that boss is actually pretty special because it actually releases those urchins at random intervals and takes a lot of health to get down. And you can't like move around it into the edges. So we have bombs now, which bombs are cool because they'll actually chain together, which is pretty sweet. But that's a pretty scary area that Sam is not yet ready for. So this is where some of that backtracking comes into play. There were a few other areas that had like collapsible walls and stuff like that, which now that we have bombs, we can go back and open up those areas. One thing you'll notice is you have to be mindful of your tube length, right? And you have to make sure not to wind yourself around stuff, because when you do that, you're just going to decrease the length in the end, and you kind of have to unravel. So you have to be a little bit cautious and make sure that you're going the most effective way throughout the game. Cool. Oh, now I especially love this area. This is our Sacrificial Tomb, which you'll notice there's some interesting skeletons on the wall, which are pretty spooky, and they look kind of funky too, right? Okay, so we just picked up a little sacrificial dagger. Now this item is not necessary to complete the game. It is purely for item conservation. So one thing you'll know is you don't have to kill everything you see. It is an action adventure kind of game, but you really don't have to kill everything. So in this case, Sam can actually switch to that dagger, and pretty much its only use is for killing urchins. It is kind of ineffective against everything else. I don't even think it works against fish. So urchins are kind of seen, it kind of almost reminds me of spearfishing in a way. They're kind of seen as like the weak link, right? Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sam. So what we just picked up there was a suit upgrade, which a little bit of a nod to, Metroid and all that. So we now have the Enviro suit, which is a little bit more durable and kind of funky and green. Ooh, I wonder why it's green. Anyway, so what this is going to do is in that area that we went to in the bottom left corner, there was lava on the bottom, right? So now, hopefully, with this environmental suit, we will get through this lava. Okay? Got it?
Yeah, I'm just buying everything I can.
Perfect.
I switched to harpoon.
Yes, harpoons are a good choice. Yeah, so in the shops, it just takes 5 coins, and you can either fully refill your health, or you can obtain 5 harpoons and 5 bombs. Everything's kind of in increments of 5 in this. Okay, now we're up. Get some tough dudes. Yeah, when they get closer, you just kind of have to spam that harpoon. But we have a little bit of tube now, so we can go a little bit lower. The music has changed. Almost if it were designed. So now we get a little bit more interesting with the story. So, this is a, let's say, early 1900s world or so. Ooh, got yourself. You can hurt yourself with the bombs, by the way. But we've unraveled this mystery, which has led us to this cave, which has a lot of interesting foes and an interesting structure. Honestly, this part kind of reminds me of I don't know, intestines or something. I mean, that's kind of gross, but so this is a really good trial for the bombs that we just picked up, because a lot of these you can't unless you get yourself hurt. Ooh. Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, you've perished.
Do I have to all the way over?
Oh wow, that was an interesting bug. As your body fell and went to the next screen, the music changed. Beta.
I kept falling.
So yes, this game is a little bit ruthless. There is no save state. You do have to beat the entire thing. I try to pad your health a bit, but
It's gonna take forever.
do you want to pause and get back to that point?
Yeah.
Okay. And we're back. Okay, so I got us back to the special camp. Whoa, it's a lot of bombs. Okay, good example of the
Drop all of
the
them.
bomb chaining.
Sorry.
That's another thing with the bombs is when they hit. Oh man, you ran out of bombs. That's good. You can still get that fish. But when they hit like a wall or something, they stick to the wall. But when they hit a creature, they do. Oh gosh.
I forgot
Intense.
what to do.
Remember, they'll reset position. Yeah, they'll reset position if you go back into a room. There you go. But they'll maintain the damage you've done to them. But yeah, if they hit a creature, they'll immediately explode. So. These little channels here are kind of fun. You have to like tap left and right if you want to go fast. But you got it. Cool. And our health is up to 2 rows now. Wow. Yeah, I must have made the hitbox so that didn't happen. The urchins do bob around a bit and they will get you. Remember, you can use that dagger again.
No,
to
I'm
kill.
trying to get to it. Great with the
Ooh.
menu.
No, see the dagger. It's a weird choice on my part, I will admit. But the dagger will not kill anything but the urchins, really. And we don't have any keys. Where should we go? And you're out of bombs. Okay. There's another hidden space. Go left. Oh, ooh, that guy. Gotcha. Go up into that area. Yeah, up here. A little extra bomb repo. Otherwise, you'd have to like backtrack all the way back. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have any.
You don't have any harpoons? You don't need them. Just keep the bombs and avoid the fish, and you'll be good. But there you go. You found it.
I'm
Cool. This area's kind of cool because it's like the biggest blowy uppy bit that you can do. Because it takes 2 bombs, you know. There is a sneaky little fish here which will get you if you're not careful. You hear that?
Is that your tummy?
It was. Oh, good dodge. Oh, you're really timing it out. Oh, okay. I would definitely make sure to get some health at the next.
Can I go
shot.
in there with the fish?
Don't even bother. There's actually nothing. There's a little hidden passage there, but there aren't any treats back there. Even if there were, it wouldn't be worth it because you're definitely gonna get hit. Yeah. Wait for him. Wait. Nice. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, cool. So now we're at the second shop. Security comp access granted. Okay, what you'll notice with this is there's a very limited sprite sheet within PICO-8. Excuse me. Especially the way I was handling the map. So the entire map, I didn't do chunks or anything. I actually built it all out within the map space of the PICO-8. But as you dip further into the map space, it actually uses memory. I'd recommend using bombs here, actually. But it uses memory from the sprite sheet. So when you use the entirety of the map space, it actually corrupts your sprite data. And so you can't use half the sprite sheet. So I really only used about half the sprite sheet available to me, which is why all the concrete, it's more like a rocky surface. Oh, watch out. Ooh. I would use the daggers here.
Nope.
That's why I use the same texture for all the walls and everything throughout the game, because I just didn't really have a choice, to be honest. But also, like in that access terminal, I actually used a portion of the open chest, as well as a portion of the sacrificial chamber, right? And even further on in the game, it gets even more egregious. My terrible sprite mashing together like Frankenstein. So this is where we're at here. It's kind of like a prison cell. It's almost like we've entered the first level of this area, which they kept hostages and so on, until apparently they perished. I guess they never let him out, right? So we have our second big boss. Now, I know how I mentioned before that I never really fully finished this game. This is one instance of that, because this boss is kind of dumb. It doesn't really do anything special. It'll chase you, but it works just like the other anglerfish, just with some extra health. Oh!
Oh, it's close.
Now, there are ways to cheat on this with the bombs.
Oh.
You can actually, like, even while it was still in that little cage. Ooh, I don't know. Ooh, that'll hit him. It's not enough. Ooh. When he's in that little cage, you can actually hit him through the cage. It's pretty funny. Sam, okay. Don't die again. Do you want me to do this?
Like, well, the walls are in the way. I can't shoot them with my harpoon easily.
Try now. Try now. Boom. Okay, I recommend going back to the security computer and buying health.
Oh.
I really don't want you to die.
God.
And we didn't leave any bad guys up here, right? Cool, back to the shop. And you'll notice the little enter shop icon pops up there whenever you're in range. There's kind of a trick to buy things quickly, but it's not the best, I will admit. And if you ever get into the shop access terminal and you don't want to buy anything, you just keep pressing X, I believe, until that little dot on the side goes away. And then you just press circle to get out of the shop menu, and it'll take you away. There's a little hidden spot here, in case you're... Oh, do you know?
I see it.
Sweet. So I like this hidden area because it actually takes you an earlier part of the game, which I always think is fun. Kind of gives some perspective.
Tangles thingy.
And then I think we're ready to continue. I think you've collected just about everything. So now we're gonna go deeper into this labyrinth. Yeah, when you can't see the inventory, I found it, you can actually just look up there. It'll show you what you're selected. So I think this area is kind of cool because it's one of the biggest hidden, quote-unquote, areas of the game. Be careful, there's a fish. Oh, there's a sneaky fish in the tunnel. This is kind of like it's like a vent system. So you can like sneak in through the vents, all secret agent style, right? So we actually go past this earlier area in the game. What is this? It must be some facility. Now here's the big climax of the game. You can hear the music kind of kicks up a notch. And we got some green dudes. What are the... Oh, and they're shooting at you.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Drop the bomb!
Okay. Yeah, you gotta move out of the way.
Sorry.
There, the bombs are sticky. Get him! Oh! And there's a little computer terminal back there. I don't know. It's kind of goofy. But this is when the game gets intense. And your skills are tested.
I'm gonna die.
Okay, so we got some anglers. We got a ton of guys. Okay, you wanna cheat? Yeah, that's the cheat. They're still active in the other scene because there's no scene management in the game. Because I didn't need to. I would just get out of there. So,
I don't even be in here.
Well, okay. Now you know where he is, right? Shoot him from the side. Oh, did you kill him? Sweet. Nice.
Okay.
We have another shop. Core facility access granted. Yeah, but when it goes from scene to scene, it just pauses all the characters in that scene, but it doesn't actually, like, it still treats them as being there. So whenever you shoot an arrow off or whatever, a harpoon, remember the X has to be highlighted, yeah. Oh, you don't have enough money! You've been careless with your spending! Resource conservation is quite important. Do you have bombs? You should have bombs.
Yeah.
Okay. Bomb that top right portion first. And as you get more health, it does tend to hide some stuff up there in the top right. Oh, yeah. No harpoons though. Oh, there's harpoons down there. Go back.
Oh, yeah.
So this next area that we're gonna go to is actually kind of fun. I actually designed it kind of based on Combat, the Atari game, right? The Atari 2600. So I like, you know, the game with the two tanks that like you shoot at each other, like 2-player, or I think they have an AI mode. I don't know, I just thought it was kind of goofy. You can do it.
Do you have enough money to buy more harpoons?
No, you need 5 coins. Yeah.
Did I not collect all of them?
I don't know where your money went. We collected as much as we could.
Can I stab them with the sword?
No.
Oh my god.
You got good health though. Yeah. Look. Oh! Remember, it'll trigger as soon as it hits him.
Okay. Oh, bomb.
Money!
Oh.
I don't think you need anything just yet. That guy, you can put a bomb on the right side of him. Oh, don't do that, Sam. You're gonna hurt yourself. Okay, there you go.
I didn't get a key though.
Because there's more area to explore. Now, I would get ready with your harpoons, by the way.
I want harpoon.
You might have to buy harpoons. Because this next area, you're gonna need harpoons.
So.
Cool. Oh! That's why we're losing all the harpoons. And you don't have money. You don't have money.
5 coins. 4 coins.
Okay, so down below, and okay, remember how I mentioned matching sprites and stuff? It's gonna get egregious real fast. See that down there? That's a flying saucer. Oh no, Sam, watch out, back off. Oh.
How many bombs?
And their bullets will actually go between areas too. Yeah, you can get them with a bomb. So, and this is their missile silo. So clearly this is some alien institution that is meant to fire at any time upon our human civilization. Oh, you're just enough cord too. There are some hidden areas here too. There you go. So, in some cases, I try to use the bones. There's another one.
Whoa.
Yeah. I try to use the bones to indicate like an entrance. In fact, you just got the key. So you needed to get that hidden area in order to get the key.
Okay.
Okay, this next area, which you might need to get your harpoons ready again. Oh, gotcha. Oh.
The fish are gonna kill you.
You might want to go buy some help.
Okay. Maybe make the game not so hard.
I'm gonna keep it hard. I'm sorry. It's part of its charm. You really gotta learn it. Okay, yeah, this one's tough. First of all, the collision system is really tested at this point. Oh, also, you see something hidden? Oh, you got it. Okay, so yeah, there's a little hidden key behind the hearts. It's kind of goofy to hide things behind UI, but that's what I did. Good. See, you gotta be resourceful. But you see the tubing system gets all kind of funky here? I could explain why, but I'm not going to. Okay, I will. Ray tracing. Ooh, watch out.
Feels too fast.
Oh, you're out of harpoons. Give him with the bomb. It's okay, you can beat this game still. You got it. That might be close enough, yeah. Hey! Hey! Okay, now we're at the climactic finale of this game, of Diver.
I need to go get more harpoons.
Yep. I think you could get through this one without, but it's up to you. Okay. Here's another thing to worry about. You can get snagged up in this area.
What? But I went the same exact way.
It's my bad. Bugs, right?
So I can't.
I don't think you need harpoons. I think bombs are actually better for this next area. So we're about to enter the control facility, or terminal, I guess, for the whole facility. And we'll have some of our elite alien members within this facility that we must destroy in order to continue. You got it, Sam. There's lots of parts here too. So, these guys, I think they shoot at the same speed, but they are bigger. And they have more health. As many of the other enemies in this game. Oh, you killed 2 of them!
Oh, good.
And there's help on the top left and right, yeah. What's nice, they have these little computer terminals. They actually can't see you beyond the computer terminals. So, ooh, that might be a little too close. There you go, that's perfect.
Can I shoot through the computer terminals? I ran out of bombs.
Do you have harpoons?
No.
Uh-oh. Okay, so I think that's key. Okay. Do you want me to help you here?
I don't have to kill him, do I?
No, you have the key. You can go. You don't have to kill him. You don't have to kill him.
Okay. Key.
Yes. Use key. Okay. We're at the escape ship. Quick, get in the ship. Okay. Do you remember how to get into the ship? So this is where it gets a little convoluted. How do we initiate the ship? The ship needs a key.
Oh.
It needs a key. Oh!
Thanks for your... You should add a prompt there for that.
I probably should.
Wait, you've escaped.
You've escaped. This is okay. So there's a separate game track for or audio track for when you die, when this happens, and so on. I actually like this one a lot because you hear that. It's SOS. I thought that was really clever. Another thing to mention with the audio, it's interesting because there's only 4 channels that are allocated with PICO-8, right? Bye, Sam. Thank you for playing. 3 of them are allocated for music, and those are pretty much reserved for the music tracks. The 4th one is actually more sound effects. But in every area that you're in, there's a different sound effect track for that. So like at the very top where you're by the waves, right? There's a sound effect, right? So that plays while you're going through. But anytime you do an action that needs to trigger a shorter sound effect, like when you use the harpoon, you hit a wall or enemy or whatever the case is, it actually turns that background sound effect off for just a moment to play your sound effect and then turns it back on. You'll especially notice this in the wave area because you can hear it like kind of kick back in whenever you do stuff. I just thought it's interesting. Beyond that, I don't know. I think it's a fun little game. I just did it just to test my skills and learn this system. The source code is up on GitHub. You can play it on itch.io. All these things will be provided in the bottom. If you like what you saw here and you didn't get too spoiled by all the spoilers, there is you can contribute, I guess. I don't know, donate, I guess. I don't know. You can purchase it through itch.io, and maybe I'll make another one. I don't know. We'll see. PICO-8 was a very interesting experiment. I don't know if I would do it for the next game, but we'll see. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any other questions, post them in the comments below. I'd be happy to answer anything. And have fun. Ciao!